Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Last time we were working on our mall and made our way through the production buildings up to the miniature particle collider here, which won't be built for quite a while because we don't have access to a number of things that we need. This graphene isn't coming in. The blue rings aren't coming in anytime soon. What do we have here? We don't have any production of the frame material, and the last thing was what? Alloy? So, I mean, some of it we have available. It's just the system is overloaded at the moment. Some of it we don't have at all. We are going to continue working on transportation next, but before we do that, I want to take a quick trip to Alwaid, or rather Clement Star 1, to pick up a load of processors as our research is stalled out, I think largely due to a lack of purple cubes. So I have also loaded myself up with some various materials to make sure my inventory is clear and I have some room. I think what we need to do though is figure out what we can leave here so that I have space to bring back as many materials as possible. And I think we'll do that from Science Park over in this direction, because that's where we'd like to unload our processors on the way back. Okay. So, purple's made over here. We do have some. So, wait a minute. Why has production slowed? Yellow cubes seem to be in a bit of a pickle here. Now, why would that be? This is waiting for diamonds and is not getting them. Okay. So it's not actually purple cubes that are the problem. It's yellow cubes and diamonds. All right. What's the best place? I think we have diamonds are made pretty much directly from coal, right? We've got some coal over here. We've got 12 coal veins right here. I think maybe we can fix this problem real quick before we leave. Yeah, let's turn this... What do I have? A bunch of coal in here as well. Let's turn this into a little diamond factory. We'll set up a logistics distributor. We'll send it over. So... Is it smelters for diamonds? It is, from energetic graphite, right? Okay. Let's do, I don't know, 4 should be sufficient, I would guess. And then that's going to require what? This is going to make 30, 60, 120 diamonds, so we need 120 energetic graphite. Which we make from twice as much coal in the right ratio. So, yeah, we need 4 of these and 240 coal. Okay. Let me copy this. Seems good. We'll have output here, loop around, and feed input here. Then we'll have another output line here that collects these up into a depot like this. Let's do sorters. So you're going to take in energetic graphite. You're going to put out, yeah, take in, put out, take in, put out, take in, put out. Okay. You're going to output your, let's see. This is looping all the way around, so it doesn't, yeah, we can put it wherever we want. I'm putting the wrong thing in here, aren't I? These are pile sorters. Son of a... Okay. Let's redo that. And actually, the easy way to do this is going to be to set up the first one and then copy it. So, sorter mark 3. Energetic graphite comes along here. Take in the energetic graphite. Output the diamonds. There we go. That takes care of those. Then diamonds go in. We send you off on your magical journey. Provide other distributors. Seems good. All right, for you guys, you're going to take any coal and output energetic graphite onto this line. I wonder if I could have connected it directly. I don't know if that works or not. Let's not mess with it and find out. All right, so coal comes along here for you. In you go. Okay. Let's get this all powered up. Then we'll connect it to some miners and be done. Anybody unpowered? No, looks good. Okay. So real quick, we are pulling in... This recipe is doing 30 recipes per minute, so 60 times... You need 240 coal. All right. Let's feed this stuff in as well since we've got it. Let's come over here and do miners. There's 5. There's another 5. That should be fine for a while. All right, so why don't you come down here like this and across and over. And then we'll have you join the party. And we'll have you join the party as well. Okie dokie. Now, actually, I want this to be the priority line, don't I? So I need to change this. Yeah, I need to change the way this works. So if this line is the priority, so that we use it all up first, then we want this one to be the T-junction. Like so. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we've got our diamonds in production. They'll go over to Yellow Cube Town. Let's just make sure that's happening. It is... I think this is all being used very quickly. Do we have enough throughput here? Do you have... You have some now. You can go get some. Requests from other distributors. Let's give this a second. I would like to see this come back online fully here. Give it a minute. Look at all these stone veins I'm not using, too. I should be turning these into prisms or something. I would hope that they would prioritize the closest route. Let's put some kind of limits on this. Automation for this. So... I guess probably 4 is enough, and then over here... Yeah, we've gone hog wild over here. Let's limit this to 4 as well. Okay, now the whole stack is online. Very nice. Okay. So that worked out well. That's gonna power up our research, but... Coming back to purple cubes, which is where I started the episode... we are building those here... based on... processors which come from somewhere. These guys are producing based on what? Yeah, we're out of processors over here, I think. Yes, we are. Okay. So I need to go and come back. And I'm going to need to provide some processors to this depot. And I think we can fit 5,000 in here as well. So the only question is, what do I want to leave behind so I have room to bring back more processors? Let's dump some things, shall we? I'm probably not going to need... Let's see. I don't need this at all. I don't need these at all. What is this? Sorter Mark 1? Goodbye. Okay. So I definitely want to bring battlefield analysis with me. I want to bring my signal towers. I might not need all of these, though. 20 and 20 is enough. I probably don't need to bring fractionators or oil refineries. I won't need oil extractors. I won't need smelters. This is just a quick go and return. Won't need water pumps or miners. Won't need geothermals. Won't need mini fusion power plants, of which for some reason I have almost 100. I won't need those. I might need Tesla towers or wireless power towers, maybe. I don't think I'll need assembling machines or storage tanks or depots. I shouldn't need logistics distributors or sprayers or splitters. I don't think I'll need pile sorters or belts. I'm not going to build anything. I'm just going to go there and get processors and bring them back. I will bring these missiles with me. I don't think I'll need bots or engines or nanotubes or plastic. Shouldn't need processors, that's for sure. Like, most of this stuff I should not need. So we'll just take this, like, very limited set with us in case we want to set up some defenses. And hopefully we don't need anything else there, but let's go ahead and travel to our nearest neighbor, Clement Star 1. And we'll get a load of processors and bring them back. So I took the liberty of taking a look at the nearby stars we can actually visit, or rather the ones within 6 light years where you can see what they have. And I've marked them off for later examination as we determine where to go next. But that's not going to be for a while, so for now, let's just go here. Okay. Let's head out from our planet towards this neighboring star, like so. Let me just double check. How many warpers do I have? 10. That's enough for 5 round trips. Okay. Let's go to warp speed. Our cruise speed is 12 astronomical units per second. Very nice. And I can't change or speed that up as far as I can tell. We're slowing down automatically as we approach. Okay. Let's switch our target. Let's switch our target to our planet here. There we go. Okay. A nice and easy warp travel. All right. Now, I believe there were some new relays here, which is why I'm bringing the defenses with me. Things we need to deal with to make sure they don't get out of control. Let's take a look. So there is a relay here. I don't know whether it's currently being worked or what. No, this is a level 3. Is this being taken care of or what? It is not. Okay. Let's get that taken care of, and let's set down our battlefield analysis base and our 2 lasers. Get this powered on. Okay, there we go. That looks good. So there are 8 bases on this planet, and I think we've got all of them covered. They're all core destroyed. So that's good news. Here's the next thing that I want to try to do is just look around for some missile turrets and kind of fill them up. Where do I have some missile turrets? We have some over here. Okay, that's very nice. Got a few more over here we can do. No, those are lasers. Let's take a look around, see if I can find any more missile turrets to fill up, and then we'll grab some processors and go home. That's all I really wanted to do in coming here. Let's see, you're going to be lasers, aren't you? Yep, okay. Just take a quick cruise around. Maybe I'll go into cruise speed here. There we go. Are you something? No. I guess it would be near my infrastructure, right? Like, here we go. We're out of fuel on these guys, but that's okay. We're still sufficient with our thermal power. Oh, I did leave some missiles here as well, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Let's grab those. I forgot to bring deuteron fuel rods with me, but let's fill up some more missiles here. Now, I did get a good tip, which is that if I put a logistics distributor on this and then fed these guys with missiles that way, they would automatically... I would only have to refill it in like 1 or 2 places. But I didn't think to bring distributors with me. I think I left them behind. So we'll fill these up manually. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, so interesting that they're able to pull directly from here, but they didn't. Or they've done it slowly and bit by bit. So hold on. None of you are empty. You all have exactly 5. So they're pulling 5 out of this... Yeah, they're pulling them out of this thing in 5s, I guess. Can't hurt for me to fill them up while I'm here. I mean, that's what I brought the missiles for. Seems like we're good here. We've done what we set out to do. So let's dump off the extra missiles. And grab as many processors as we can hold and go home, I guess. That's all we really came here for. So we're almost full, but we do have a lot of inventory space. Let's see. Yeah. That is a nice batch. That is a nice haul to bring home for purple cubes and whatnot. I think we're done here. So yeah, I think we are. Let's head back home. I am only gonna have 8 space warpers after this. I need to make sure I don't strand myself somewhere. Where is Alwaid? Where's my home star? There it is. Alwaid. I think I have to be in the star view to do this. Okay, there we go. Indicator. Let's go. Okay, and we're going home. A pretty good trip. It's not that bad to go over there and get stuff and bring it back. It just takes preparation in terms of managing my inventory. Alright, so from here, we want to go to our home planet, Alwaid IV. Yeah, okay, let's get that taken care of. So this is actually a bit of a trek, this last 1.7 AU. I can see why you, like, once you have warpers automated, I can see, like, abusing it to travel just across the solar system, right? Just like, I don't want to wait 40 seconds. Let me do this in 2. And I'll try not to slingshot myself into the void. Okay, so we've fixed our science problems. We fixed our yellow cube problem. We're bringing back processors to fix our purple cube problem. And then we'll go back to working on the mall. Okay, so where are we here? This is the old mall, which means the science quarter is over here. Okie doke. Let's drop off our processors. So let's put as many of these in here as we can, and there's still quite a bit left here. Why don't I grab my stuff back, or some of my stuff back? Let me get back. I would like the large storage depot. Where's that? Let me get the large storage depot, and let me get conveyor belts and sorters. Okay. Let's destroy you. Let's destroy you as well. And let's do now a big input for you, like this. And then we can go directly in like that. We can output onto you. There we go. We can actually throw one more on top. And we can fill you full of delicious, delicious processors. There we go. So those should be feeding in. This is full, of course, at the moment. But as it begins feeding out and into purple cube production, it should drain these tanks. Do we want to actually make another 3 of these? Or not? I don't know if we do. Now let's see. Yeah, the proliferator is spraying the conveyor belt of processors. The other ingredient is the photon combiners, which I forget where they're sprayed. They might be sprayed at production. I think they are, because they're coming out of here already sprayed. Well, whatever. The point is, we've got a lot of processors and purple cubes. I'm not sure if we want to make more. Probably later on, we're going to have to refactor this entire science thing. We'll, like, have a planet dedicated to making each color and then shipping them to Consumption Town, I guess? I don't know. Seems like this is enough for now. But once we get into the later stuff, it's going to start getting crazy. What do I have queued up here? A bunch of vertical construction? Let me ask you a question. What about vein utilization? Did I have upgrades available for that? I do. I have a couple, which I think are probably more important than vertical construction. Well, they won't take that long to research. Let me queue up some vein utilization here. Okay. That seems good. So, we're going to head back to the mall and figure out how to get started working on that side of things. Before we leave, I have my box full of stuff that I need to take back. Okay, looks good. Everything's all set up. All right. So to the mall we go, which is over here. It is a goodly trip around the planet from where I started. It's like on the opposite side. Okay. So, with that science administration out of the way, it's back to production of stuff. So we finished up the production side of buildings. Now we're on to transportation. So the first thing we want to automate is the logistics distributor, which it looks like is going to be a 3-source. Let's get started. Looks good. You're going to need an output for what you're going to make, which is going to be logistics distributors. Where are those fun little handy dandy guys? Yes, you're going to make logistics distributors. You're going to need a 3-source blueprint, which is going to fit into you just like that. And you are going to request iron, plasma exciter, and processors. So iron ingots, plasma exciters. Where would you be? There you are. And processors. There we go. Okay. Seems likely to work. I think we'll just let it happen. Next up in transportation would be automatic pilers. I hesitate. I sort of debate on whether to actually make this because it seems like the pile sorter is just better. But if I have a build that uses them, like a blueprint that uses them, or I want them, I'm not gonna be carrying around these ingredients to make it, so I might as well make it. I guess it's fine. Let's throw it down. All right, so you're gonna make automatic pilers. You're gonna need a 4 source. Yeah, you're gonna need a 4 source and an output. That seems fine. Mall sources, 4 sources. Let's feed you in like so. Everything's lining up correctly, looks good. So you need steel, gears, blue rings, and processors. All right. Steel, gears, super magnetic rings, and processors. Everybody needs processors, huh? Okay, that should get you done and sorted. What's happening here? One available route for plasma exciters, but I think we don't have enough. Okay, continuing onwards in transportation. Next would be planetary logistics stations. Let's take a look at building those, I guess. So, a planetary logistics station. You're going to be a 4 sourcer to make for me. Steel, titanium processors, and whatever this is. Particle container. All right. We can get that up and running, I think, at some point. Seems good. And then, let's see. Steel, titanium, processors, particle containers. So steel, titanium, processors, and particle containers. There's 0 available routes for particle containers, which are made from... So we don't have these on the other side, or I have them and I haven't set up distribution for them. Let me see. Do I have one here somehow? I don't think I do. So the question is, do I go set up a production chain? Like, do I need enough of them to set up a full chain? Or do I just build them on site here from other raw resources? What's involved in these? So they need electromagnetic turbines. Or unipolar magnets, which we don't have. Plus copper and graphene. We have a bunch of graphene that we're making from fire ice somewhere. I don't remember if we're shipping the graphene. Where did we use the fire ice? We used the fire ice to get graphene, I think, to make processors. I think this is back on Clement Star we did this. Or no, it would have to be in this system. What were we using this graphene for? I really don't remember. What's the other way of getting graphene? Sulfuric acid and graphite? That seems not great. So maybe we go... I really can't remember where we did this. Was it on the ice planet that we did this? I think maybe it was. Maybe it was on Alwaid IV. But I can't remember what we did it for. I feel like that's right. Like, we should see things going from, yeah, from the ice giant over to here, I guess. I think that's right. I'm gonna have to go find out. Let's head over there and see if maybe we can build something over here to produce these particle containers and ship them home. Seems plausible. Let's at least go take a look. I feel like we're bringing the fire ice here to get graphene, and maybe we can just like expand that to get the graphene. Although we might not then. I think there's like very little copper on this planet. So we might have to ship some things around to make this happen. I might just make a bunch of graphene here and ship that home. It is a bit of a trek across the system when the planets are not near each other. But that's okay. I mean, there's tons of resources here we're not using, but it's mostly titanium. All right. I think we were using all the fire ice we had available. Let's see. What do I have? Where do I have production? So this is making raw ore. There's not a lot of relays out, or there's not a lot of activity from the hive out here for whatever reason. Let's see. This is making what? Raw silicon ingots and crystalline microprocessors. I could have sworn we were bringing some fire ice down. Yeah, it's over here. Let me go take a look at what's going on over here. So how do I get there from where I am? Fly in this direction. Okay, let me remind myself what I'm doing here. We have quite a large amount of tanks of deuterium that we're not using at the moment. We fractionated it all off. Now, interestingly, these lines seem to have died. 1888 per minute. Oh, I think it is actually still running. This is odd. None of these are stacked. Look, there's like 2 stacks there. I thought this would stack it all very high, but it doesn't seem to be working that way. Pile sorter waiting to unload. These fractionators are still not quite doing what I want them to do. Like, the belt is going, but it's not outputting anything. I'm not quite sure why. I thought the idea with these was that they would take the hydrogen and put it on, stack it onto any stack of hydrogen that was moving around that didn't have force, like a size 4. So this has got a product overflow of hydrogen. I still haven't figured out how to get this right, I guess. Because this is not right. This is not doing what it's supposed to be doing. Do I need another one backwards here, or... So the way I thought this worked was, as soon as one of these came underneath, it would put it onto any empty stack over here. And so, if it didn't have a stack, it wouldn't pick it up. Or if it didn't have a place to put it, it wouldn't pick it up, or... See, like, this guy says waiting to unload because he's got a full stack beneath him, and for whatever reason, this belt isn't moving because it's got too much. It can't overflow either, so it can't put anything out, and so the items don't move on the belt. So what am I doing wrong here? I don't know how to fix this, because now this is getting back up to where it's supposed to be, but I had to come and manually intervene. So what is wrong with this setup, then? You can't unload, and you can't unload, so you're both stuck. I would have thought, though, that you being unable to unload would not have... Because there's essentially there's a full stack underneath this thing, so it can't put out the one it's trying to drop. And this can't proceed because I guess my problem is this. If this is at 7,200 per minute, if this is at max capacity, then shouldn't we see that the only time this guy can put anything on the belt is when this guy has taken one off and spit out the remainder? Like, they should all be at 4. Let me try. I guess I'll try adding a couple backwards facers. Maybe that helps. Now, what's coming out of here? See, some of these don't say 8. Some of them say 4, 2, 6, 1. I must be doing something wrong here, but maybe one more can help things out. Maybe it should be on the other side too, because then there should be places for you to put stuff. I don't know. I'm kind of making this up as I go here. Let's put another one on this side and see if the next time we come back, if this is still working correctly. Feels like what's coming out of here should only be full stacks. You can see there's some 4s. There's 2s. I saw a 2 there for a second. 6. I'm not sure. It should be either 4 or 8, depending if there's 1 or 2 stacks on this one tile of 4s and 8s only, right? See, there's a 1 in there. All right, maybe these will help somehow. I don't know. Regardless, we've got some pretty full tanks here. 10K deuterium stored up. 7K here. These are pretty full. Let me see if I can. I can double my capacity here. We're gonna need this deuterium eventually. I just don't know when or what for. The point being, though, we're using up all of the. I think we're using up all of the graphene. Or are we? All of this graphene. What are you being used for? You're coming over to make carbon nanotubes. And the carbon nanotubes are being put into photon particle broadband. So, okay, so I could get some of this graphene back when particle broadband demand is maxed. Looks like we're not demanding any particle broadband right now. So I could take some of this graphene off and put it into another ILS, I guess. What do we have? Do we have space over here? No. I could put it into another ILS and send it back that way. Does that work if I because it's the fire ice goes directly into graphene production, right? And then it gets locked up here. Where's the output line for that? Yeah, this is the graphene belt. It goes around here and then doubles back around here. And then what happens to it? This is all still no, that's the ice. Where is the graphene output? It's output here. And then it just stops. Okay. So, like, if I wanted to, I could pull it out. I could pull the overflow out, I guess. So if these guys aren't pulling it off the line, I can do something else with it? Assuming they can pull it off the line fast enough without backup. At maximum capacity, they're doing 15 recipes per minute, which takes 45. And this can pull in 90 per second, but what passes underneath is 6 cargoes per second. So I need some way to like I need some way to pull off only the extra. And I think we need a splitter here to do that. Let me see if I can squeeze a splitter in here. Yeah, I think I could. If I put a splitter in here, right there. Like that. Can I route you like this and then like that? No, hold on. I think we have to move it a little bit further away. So if we put you there, I think I can make that work. What if I come out and then go like this and then reverse it? That'll work. I think we can squeeze it in like that. There we go. Okay. So now you become the priority, and then any extra we can pull out of here. Let's see if we can make that happen. And then down and over to... We're going to need another tower. We're going to need another ILS tower to ship graphene home, I guess. We can get some that way. Let's see. Did I bring one with me? I did not, but I can make one, I think. Yes. Okay. So we're going to ship graphene home, or at least somewhere else in the system, and we're going to use that to produce... What brought me here again? I can't remember. We need to do the particle containers. So would it make sense to make them here, or do we need to... I think we need to go make them on Alwaid 1 and ship the graphene there. Because I don't think we have copper here or iron left. There's not that much on Alwaid 1 for that matter. We've got 12 iron veins there, 14 iron veins there, and copper, 4 copper there. I don't think we have... We could get the iron here. So... yeah, the copper's going to be the problem. Because we got to go through this whole production chain. So, particle containers require copper ingots and electromagnetic turbines, which require motors. And I think we just ship the graphene home. And maybe ship some other things home as well and just build it there. So I will need another tower. Let's throw you down. Let's put you as close as we can get you. Looks like that's about right. Okay. Let's get you powered on. Are you connected to the network? You are not. Okay. You're going to start demanding... We might be hitting the limits here. We're at about 100%. Okay. So we've sort of run out of free power here. I might have to plug some holes. We have a couple of places that we're not using geothermal that we could be. I think, like right here. No, that one has a thing. There might be a couple places we could get some geothermal, or I might have to start flying some Deuteron field rods here or something. We're right at the edge, though. So, all right, let's fill you up with vessels and whatnot. Let's get your mid-loads of drones up. Max charging power, 60 megawatts. Yeah, we're right at the edge there. Okay. Let's bring this extra graphene over to this tower. Let's do that. Where do I want you to go? I want you to go up here like this. Then come down to the ground and go in. Okay. And you're going to do graphene. You're going to demand locally, or you're just local storage, and you're going to supply remotely. Okay, so here comes some excess graphene feeding in here. And that's only the overflow. Yes, so as long as these guys are being used... What's happening over here? Why are you full? You're full because this thing's full of particle broadband and not sending any. So as soon as demand resumes for this graphene into the carbon nanotubes, it will prioritize this belt, and then the overflow comes in here. Okay, there we go. So we're going to get quite a bit of graphene per minute, and we can send that to wherever it is we end up making the particle containers. And that is going to be it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my thought-making process or decision-making process as I worked through my various chains to understand what I had available and what I needed to do with it. We are going to ship this graphene somewhere to make those particle containers. And then eventually that'll be available at the mall and we can use it to build buildings like the planetary logistics station and the interstellar logistics station and the orbital collector. But that'll all have to wait until future episodes because we're done here for now. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.